Hi, I thought I would show y'all my um, new tool I made for resetting guitar necks. I've done quite a few neck resets, and I do it with a chisel, and it's a pain in the butt. So I thought I would make a jig, and this is what I came up with. And I'll show it to you real quick here, and I'll show you how it works. So basically, it's just a bunch of plywood and stuff I had sitting around the house. I got a flat board, and then I had another one that I cut out, and you can see I mounted some hinges so that it would rock back and forth to the angle of the neck, and then I put these clamps in here to hold the neck down. And because the neck has a radius, I put these two boards in here to rest on the outside of the fretboard, so I could get the set in there. Okay, then I devised a way to adjust it and clamp it. That's just a door stop to lock your door with at night. It's got at the hardware store. Pretty much everything here was either at the hardware store or out of my junk pile. And then you can see here where the neck protrudes through, and then you adjust it and tighten it. And I'll show you how I put that in here. I'm going to set the phone up just a sec. Okay. Anyways, I noticed this is probably not real entertaining, but you can kind of see how it can make life easier for you if you're just, if you're a professional. I'm sure you can do it faster with a chisel and stuff, but I'm not that proficient at doing these things. But I'll show you how I put the neck in here, so you can kind of see I made these and I put holes in it, and then I got some long carriage bolts here, and then I could pick these up at the hardware store. Anyways, just pull these up. You throw your neck in. Now, you want to get this here lined up so they sit right on the outside of the neck, so it's somewhat level. And then once you get it in, just put these right back on. These things to hold it down. Once you get it on there, you have to get the neck set perfectly. You don't want it to be going from side to side or anything. You want it to be absolutely perfect, so when you get it done, it goes right in the guitar without not much adjusting. So anyways, I put them loosely. Then I come back to the top, to this side, and you can see how it protrudes. Let's see if I can get that kind of close up. How it kind of protrudes there, and then this here can rock back and forth to get your angle. Okay. I'm going to go get a straight edge real quick so I can show you how I line this thing up perfectly. Okay, so what I do is I just take this little straight edge, I put it on the bottom here so that the neck comes up perfectly, and I do that to both sides to make sure that she doesn't have it's not going one side or the other. I actually was thinking that eventually this whole clamping mechanism would be on a sled with a bolt up here so that I could tilt the neck back and forth. And that's for the future. But anyway, so you get that up there like so. And then this one here is off a little bit. So we're going to pull it down just a pinch. Just perfect. And voila, there it is. And I tighten the neck down using these, so it's not going to move. And you don't have to tighten it too much. You don't want to put a dent in your neck. Anyways, now, once again, just to show you, this here is level at the base, and that's level. You might have to adjust this once you start getting this thing close. Then I put my straight edge out here, so I can see, I don't know if you can tell, but see how I use that to extend on there so I can tell exactly how much I'm going to take off. Now, a lot of people have all sorts of ideas how to measure per guitar, but this is for an archtop, and so you don't have to be absolutely perfect, but I got an idea of how much to take off because I've done quite a few of these over the years with a chisel. I just made this, by the way, a couple months ago. I've only done one guitar with it. I was trying to figure out how to put some kind of electric cutter on here to cut it with, but to this point I still can't figure out what I'm going to use. Anyways, I tighten this up a little bit so that I can make it snug when I'm adjusting it. I'll come back here, and I'm going to take off just a little bit more than that, right about. Yeah, about there. I think that's going to be. I'm going to start with that. If it doesn't work out, I'll take some more off, but I don't want to take too much off, and I know that's going to be pretty close right there. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but if I come at a side angle, let's see. Can you kind of tell? You can kind of see it protruding enough, but you can see that it tapers down to the bottom. Now, I'm going to go back and adjust the bottom again, because when you move this, it does move. So I might have to do this a couple of times to get it in there just right. So let's try that again. And correct, when I moved that, the whole thing did move. So I got to, you can see, because the pivot point's down here and the neck's up here. So when you move this around, this changes. And so that's why you have to adjust this a couple of times. And then you take this baby, go back a little bit right there. And, oops, too much on this side. So we're going to have to move it to the right. Okay, I'm going to tighten it down one more time. And let's take a look. And that's perfect still on the bottom. Now on the top you can see it's, well, I don't know if you can see, but I can see it's adjusted to take off too much. And so now I'm going to adjust it again. Like I said, you got to set this machine up right. It's pretty important. You don't want to make any mistakes. Now, okay, that's just about what I want to do for the starters. Okay, that's what we're going to start with. So we're going to tighten it up. And once it's all tight and ready to go, okay, it's going to take a little off there. And we come back and adjust the bottom. And I'm going to have to move that a little bit, but I'm not going to bore you anymore with setting this thing up, but you can kind of see what you have to do. The last thing I'm going to mention is this mechanism I put up over here. I am also going to put it on this side eventually. There's not much play in it, but there's enough to, Now, I've only done one neck in this thing, and it came out absolutely perfect. But what I did is I took one of those Chinese pull saws on this, and I pulled that much, and then I used a fairly aggressive file to get the rest all the way down the sides going this way, and it worked perfectly, and it came out very well. Anyway, that's enough for now. Okay, once again I want to show you how it takes a little bit of time and a lot of finagling to get this thing perfect, but as you can see down here and there, perfect. So that is lined up excellent there. And then over here, I have to change my hand on the phone here. Kind of hard to hold. And you can kind of see that is also perfect. Now if you come to the top, you can kind of see how much I'm going to take off here. Wait a second, hold the camera. Right about there. So anyways, in the future I am going to make plexiglass, real thick plexiglass that have cutouts for each guitar, so I get real close. Like right here, you can see I did this on a band, so I did real quick because I just wanted to see if this was going to work. And so now I'm going to have to go back and fiddle with it and stuff. But anyways, you can kind of get an idea. And come back over the top here, and you can kind of see everything is kind of held in here. Anyway, this is a Harmony archtop. I just it had one of those steel rods in it, and I just took the steel rod out and put in a truss rod. I don't know if you can tell that or not. Not that interesting, but if you look real close down there, you might be able to see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's out of focus. But anyways, there you go. Forgot to turn on the camera, but I did a little bit already. Now I keep this thing flat on here like so, and I just work myself around from the beginning. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. But it keeps it flat. I would like to come up with some kind of power tool that would do a perfect job here, but this is what I got for now. Put my glasses on so I can see. I don't want to cut too far. Oopsie. Camera's in the way, but you'll get the idea. You can see it just makes pretty quick work of that, and it ends up being perfect so far. Well, second one, I don't know. Hopefully this one will turn out perfect too. We'll see in a second here. Now, get this old file. It's curved on one side, so I'm able to get in underneath the thing here. So anyways, then I just kind of lightly work it until it gets itself perfect. And it takes a little time, but not much. You can kind of see she's working her way already. Getting there, almost. Anyways, I'll bring it back in a sec. I'll do both sides and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And after just a very short time, you can see I got it down, and she is pretty much perfectly flat. So, there you have it. I'll do the other side now. And there's the other side done. This literally took about 10 minutes. Run around. But I think I got her. We'll see. Go fit it on the guitar and see what it looks like. Okay. Now in real time, we'll see how it fits. So just a second. Move the camera a little bit. And got the neck, got the body. Let's shove it in there. Let's see how she fits. Hopefully I took enough off. But oh man, that thing's beautiful. I'm gonna bring this to you real quick, show you what kind of fit. Can you see that? I don't know if I can see it very good, but man, that's I don't know if you can see that, but boy, that came out awesome. I gotta hold it in there. Yeah, look at that, that's a good fit. Now, I don't think I'll have to do too many pulls on that. I might have to get a shim under the neck, little tiny shim under the neck though, because I can see some space in there now. But now for the real test, let's see if I took enough off. Now the bridge is probably about set at its medium, and now this is a pretty high bridge anyway. But it looks like I need, if I'm going to use this bridge, I'm going to have to take some more off. But I got another one of these, and I'm going to go check the bridges out. This seems like a very high bridge for this, and See how that's hitting right there? Let's see, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some more off. I'm gonna use that bridge. Anyway, you can see though, maybe my guess for how much to take off wasn't that good, but you can see that, man, that's just an incredible little fit there, isn't it? Boy, it just looks good. Now, luckily, in my defense here, this here is level. A lot of guitars aren't, so you're gonna have to do a lot of pulling or you're gonna have to level this, but you can see that this is perfect here. So, you know, that's not gonna be the case many times. You're gonna find that that is humped out or something. So, but in this case, works out good. If it doesn't, if you have that problem, you can level it a little bit here, but you're gonna have to do a lot of pulling with sandpaper. But yeah, it looked out good here. Anyways, that's about it for now. Thanks. I just wanted to show you how my tool worked and stuff. And I literally made this tool cutting one piece at a time and figuring it out. So it's not rocket scientist work. It's just, you know, looking at things, making sure everything is square. I would think I'd take a little more time cutting out this hole here, but hey, anyway, thanks for watching.